Hi, let's just look at another question that again comes from arithmetic, which is one of the most favorite units of GMAT right now. Let's just quickly look at this question. The question starts with beginning at noon yesterday, water was added to a partially filled water tank at a constant rate of 500 gallons an hour. So we have a tank, the water is coming in at the rate of 500 gallons an hour. When there was a total of 2000 gallons of water in the tank, no more was added. Alright, so as soon as the capacity is 2000 filled, no more water is added. Was there more than 1000 gallons of water in the tank at the noon yesterday? Alright, so when there was a 2000 gallons, that means the question is only whether the incremental water after the noon that was added was 1000 gallons or not. That means the question was simply whether this inlet was open for 2 hours or less. That was the typical question, right? If it was open only for 2 hours, that means 1000 gallon was there. If it was open for less than 2 hours, that means more than 1000 gallons was already there. And if it was open for more than 2 hours, that means more than 1000 gallons was poured into it. That means less than 1000 gallons was available there. Remember, 2000 gallons was already there. So if there was 1000 already, then 1000 was added. How much time it will take for this inlet to add 1000 gallons? 2 hours. So the question is only to find out whether the inlet was running for 2 hours or more or less, and that will confirm our answer. Now in data sufficiency, it's really important that we quickly figure out that what exactly do we need to answer the question. Once you have it, I think you have the answer straight away. Now let's look at the first statement. The first statement here says that there was 1700 gallons of water in the tank at 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon, which simply means that because it was started at noon and by 1 o'clock there was 1700, it could have added only 500 gallons in an hour. That means that 1200 was already present. So we can answer the question as definitely yes. The question was, what was there more than 1000 gallons of water in the tank at noon yesterday, which was supposed to be answered in the form of yes or no, and we have answered that definitely yes. Therefore clearly it is sufficient. The moment it is sufficient, you can just rule out the three options. We are left with only two choices, AD, BC are out. Now let's look at the second statement, which says there were 2000 gallons of water in the tank at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Now this is a problem. The reason is that the inlet quickly stops as soon as there is 2000 gallons of water. So the possibility is that the inlet was running for 3 hours. There is one possibility, inlet was running for 3 hours. That means it added 1500 gallons. That means originally the tank had 500 gallons, right? Why 3 hours? Because at 12 o'clock we are starting, at 3 o'clock we are just observing. And there is also a possibility that the inlet was open only for 1 hour. That means it added only 500 gallons. That means originally in the tank available was 1500. Now this assumption gives us the answer of the question as yes, and this assumption gives us the answer of the question as no, whereas both assumptions are acceptable. And therefore we say that the second statement alone is not sufficient because the first is sufficient and second is not. We can say that the answer is option A. I hope you like it. I hope you like this strategy as well. If you like it, please click hit button, subscribe button. That really helps. I would really love to reach out more people, and that I cannot do without your help. Thank you so much.